changed that we can look back on. And we want this to be one of those kind of days for you. And so we really want to challenge you to not leave here today until you've thought about your 30 and 90-day plan. Really think about the things that you heard here today, the things that you want to implement this month, the things that you want to implement that you want to see over the next 90 days.
Yeah, and I think one of the things, again, going back to what we talked about this morning, and one thing, you remember that time this morning when I was talking about how you can build this business at a pace that fits your life, and I totally blanked at the end. I was like, I guess that's all I have to say about it. It wasn't. So as you do that, it doesn't mean we don't have to work hard and we don't have to make sacrifices to build this business. Yes, it fits within our values and our priorities and all that is kind of that. Evaluate and stretch yourself within whatever that pace looks like. But one of the things too that can be discouraging in this business is when you set monthly goals and you walk through the month, and at the end of the month, and you look back, and you're like, I didn't hit it. And I would say that in most cases, there's a lot of months where we set goals and look back and we're like, I didn't hit it. We didn't accomplish what we set out to do. But it's not a month-to-month business. Okay, we often, I think it says it up there, we often underestimate what we can accomplish in a year or a longer term period of time, but overestimate what we can accomplish in say, a month. And so, number one, along the way, celebrate your wins. Wire your brain to want to accomplish things and reach your goals. But when you don't, realize that you might miss 2 months, 3 months of hitting all the goals you set out for, and then that 4th month, something clicks because you've been, what's one of the C's from today? Consistent. Okay, and so just want to encourage it to start with your dream, go work backwards from that to your goals, and then put a plan together. The dream is a destination. The goals are the checkpoints along the way. Okay, so the checkpoints are the things along the way where you have the ability to stop, evaluate, how did we get here, how could we have done it better, what do we need to do next on the way to the destination.
And I think really it's asking yourself this question: how will your life and the lives of others change when you commit to doing the things that you heard today? And so we're just going to go back to remembering, remember the 4 C's. Remember those as you leave. And maybe is there one that you're going to focus on as a priority? Is there something that you heard with confidence, consistency, connection, and commitment? And then really those questions that we asked ourselves in the beginning. Don't forget what you're good at in this business and celebrate it. Don't forget what you're good at and continue to pursue that. Remember what is the most fun and enjoyable part of this business. What fires you up and what gets you excited, and prioritize that as part of the things that you're working through. But don't forget to think about this for sure before you leave here today. What are the top 1 to 3 things that if you change after today will have the greatest impact? You may have taken pages of notes. Maybe you only wrote down 3 things. But if you have so many things, your brain is full, don't leave this room without deciding what are the few things that are the most important, that what goals are going to, and changes are going to make the biggest impact moving forward. But above all, remember your purpose and your dream. Remember the bigger picture of why you're doing this, because it is so important. Okay, so, and really, we are just, before we have one final thing to say, we just want to thank you all. We are so grateful for all of you. We are grateful for all of you who are part of our team and organization, and what all of you have contributed to everything that has been created. Because, like we've said before, we may, speak on a webinar as the master coordinators, but this is the master coordinator organization. It's not us, it's all of us. And so we are just so grateful to partner with you. We are so grateful to have the opportunity to see the changes that are happening in your health and in your lives, and to be a part of that with you. So we're just so incredibly grateful for you. But final thing is, we want you to take these 4 C's with you. So can everybody put on their glasses? Well, we will take a group picture of the glasses, but can you just take them? Okay. Okay, so These are fun, right? Is this fun? All right, yeah, I love it. Yeah, can you get a picture like from up here? That's awesome. Okay, so connection. The glasses are connection. See people and see their needs. So the glasses part is going to remind you of connection. Confidence, that's the earpieces, right? The earpieces. The biggest thing that's often holding you back is between your ears. Okay, so those earpieces are going to remind you of that. Consistency. Anyone ever tried to grow a mustache? You can't shave it every day, right? It's little by little. And every day it grows a little more and a little more. And there's going to be some awkward stages. But at the end, you're going to have a mustache, right? Right, but you can't just quit in the middle of the awkward stage. You got to just keep going. So the mustache is going to remind you of consistency. And commitment. Sometimes you have to just decide to stick your nose out there and go for it. All right? So those are the 4 C's that, and you're going to take these home, and when you're trying to remember what you've learned, you're going to put them on, or maybe you'll just walk in and your kids will see you and you'll be like, want to hear what I learned today? Or maybe they'll give you some confidence to put them on before a phone call. But we are excited to share this with you. And for you to be able to take these home and remember what you've learned, because we don't want you to leave this room and forget these things. We want you to leave this room and make decisions, commit to making these changes, because we know the difference it's not only going to make in your life, but in the person that you talk to next, and the person that they talk to, and the person that they talk to. Because making these changes isn't about building a career. It's really about changing the world one person at a time. So thank you guys so much.